When I was 12 years old, my father decided that it was time for my brother and I and my mom that we were going to go out to a nice place to eat. And that's pretty good because we didn't have a lot of money. But he decided he was celebrating for some reason. I never did find out what it was. And we went to well, let's say it's a lounge right across from Disneyland in Anaheim. And I don't know, but I just remember that so vividly because it was so dark. It was dark around the tables, but in the center of the room was a dance floor. And so we ordered, and we ate, and that's where Dad was all the time teaching us how to eat correctly, because Dad believed that that was important for us to learn. We were learning how to eat with the right fork and how to eat with soup. And then a wonderful thing happened. They were playing music in the background, and it was nice. It was a nice music. It wasn't real soft, but it wasn't really loud. And Dad looked at Mom and said, "You want to dance?" And Mom said yes, because when they were dating, they just loved to dance. So they got up, and it was the most remarkable thing I had ever seen in my life. They got up, and they started to dance. And the two of them came together, and I started seeing them moving. And they just didn't rock back and forth. And they didn't just stand there. No, Dad danced, Mom danced, and then every once in a while, Mom would get whirled out and then brought back in, and then they would turn. And the beauty of it was like seeing one single person. You know, as men, we're taught we're supposed to lead. Dad was the kind of man that when he led, you never knew you were being led. Because he was so sensitive to my mom, and my mom was so sensitive to my dad, that they were just doing what they were doing, and they weren't thinking about leading. They were just being. And they were one. I've never forgotten that. That's what I pray for in relationships, is that we grow together in trust, that we become that same kind of one that Jesus is with the Father and with the Spirit, that same kind of one that Christ died for. You and I can be one, but it takes practice. It's not easy. And as I was thinking about, somehow I thought about that a couple of days ago, and 2 days ago I was early in the morning. I'm half awake, half asleep, and I started thinking about that dancing again, and then all of a sudden a whole new vision came out. I don't get these very often, but then I saw there was Jesus, and there was me, and we were at opposite corners of the dance floor, and we started moving toward one another. And the more I moved toward him and the more he moved toward me, the warmer I got, the more I felt his love. The more I felt his love, the more I felt his forgiveness, the more I felt his warmth. And finally, we got to the center of the dance floor, and there we were, and he gave me this huge hug. And it was like being at a warm fire. You saw this, it was like the whole front was warm, and it was wonderful, and there was peace, and there was joy, and there was contentment, and we moved. And I don't know how we moved. I have no idea. I had no idea. All I know is we moved, and we did some wonderful, wonderful things on the dance floor. Did he lead? I can't tell. I was overwhelmed with that presence. And I pray for that presence for the church, and I pray for that presence for you. It's not something that just happens. It happens when you search for it. Seek the Lord, and you will find him. And you won't find him with a bunch of rules and about knowing Bible memory. You will find his love and his grace. And the more that you discover it, the more you can let go of the garbage that's holding you back from being who you really were meant. And this isn't for young people. This is for any age. 2 years old to 99, 101. It doesn't make any difference what your situation with and what kind of pain you're in. It doesn't make any difference at all, because it's about two becoming one. It's about you and God and you and me and us becoming what God had Christ die for. It's more than a Valentine's. Every day with Jesus is a Valentine's Day. This is our day that the Lord has made. And we say that every morning because this is the day, Lord has given us more love to experience. This is our day.